What's going on, YouTube? Jedi Reviews. It's the Jedi 270 here. No, we're not going to be reviewing the terrible towel. I just wanted to throw this up here. It's one of my loves. Check that out. 6 Super Bowl championships from the venerable Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is going to bring me into what we're going to be talking about today. You've heard me talk about we're going to start doing a lot of different reviews on a lot of different collectibles, that sort of thing. Today, we're going to be talking about Todd McFarlane's Sports Legends Jack Lambert figure. Now, this is one of the very first figures that came out in the Sports Legends line. Maybe the second line, I'm not really sure. If somebody out there knows, please let me know. He was available also in the white jersey, the away jersey, and his home jersey in the black. Jack, in my opinion, is probably one of the best, if not the best, middle linebacker ever to play the sport of professional football. He is now a Hall of Fame member, conservation officer in his beloved home state of Louisiana. He started out as a lumberjack. He worked as a lumberjack in the off-season. When Jack came to Pittsburgh, they're like, well, there's another wasted draft. And that's exactly what they said. There's another wasted pick. They didn't believe that Jack was capable of playing the position until they saw him play. Jack has been called the Count Dracula of the football field. He's been called the Great White Ghost. Jack is not the type of player who is timid. He is full bore from the word go, and he's always been that way. And he never really tackled a quarterback around the waist unless he had no other place to grab him. Jack would throw his hands straight up in the air as if signaling the touchdown and would drape himself over a quarterback like a blanket and just physically ride him to the ground. A lot of players will remember Jack fondly, and some will remember him with pain. He was a very vicious, hard-hitting player, and he put his heart and soul into it. Jack was once quoted as saying the way he felt about it. There are a lot of guys in the steel mills that play football on the weekends and go to work on Monday, hobbling. They do it for fun, and here I'm getting paid to play a kid's sport. I'm getting paid to play a kid's sport, and I might as well put everything I've got into my job. And that's exactly what he did. It's earned him 4 Super Bowl rings and an untold number of Pro Bowl appearances. I'm not really sure how many of those he has. I should know, right? Todd McFarlane was a comic book artist, made his name with Spider-Man and a few other comics, and also created the Spawn series. And you know, truth be told, the Spawn series was the main object of his toy line in the beginning, and then he just branched off into other things. The bad thing about McFarlane toys is that the articulation suffers mainly because of the attention to detail. But these are more or less aimed towards adult collectors and not towards the kids. So, you know, for the detail, I can sacrifice the articulation a little bit. He's just going to sit on my shelf, and that, you know, something for me just to admire, and I don't really care about it. So he has 4 points here, here, in his head, and his waist. Alright? Now, the thing about McFarlane sports figures is they come on a very attractive base, and you can see the grain of the grass, and as you can tell right here, there's his cleat marks in the mud or in the grass, and also they're right back here where his toe has touched down. The level of detail in these, I'd rather refer to them as statues, because that's basically, in my opinion, what they are. They're plastic statues. You get this nice piece of a field. It's not overly bright white chalk lines on the field. They just don't overdo it. They're muted, and I like that. Now, on the base of each figure, you'll see there's metal rods coming out of the figure. Now, these go all the way up into the calf, almost to the knee. On both ones. This one will go up to his ankle and turns back this way. And this gives you nothing but pure stability in the statue altogether. So this goes here, and that goes in that hole there, and now we have Jack on his base. Now, let's pick this camera up a little bit. Excuse the shakiness. The thing about the detail on it is incredible, right down to the Steelers logo on the helmet is very clearly written. If you put a microscope on it, the font is flawless, and it's very tiny, but the attention to detail they put in these things is incredible. There you have his name on the back, his infamous little neck roll going on there, all the way down to the jersey, the pants, the detail of the pads, and Jack's need to tape up his forearms and his ankles. I mean, when he hit the field, he was just a beast, and that's all there is to it. Now, also, when we talk about detail and laser scanning, you'll see right here on Jack's face, I mean, it's a very good likeness of Jack at this time in his life. And if you get down here on the bottom, you'll see that he's missing his teeth, which gave him that stare. I can still remember, you know, seeing him sitting on his helmet on the sideline, and if the offense wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, he was just completely livid and ready to tear somebody's head off. And, you know, it's like, how much work does the defense have to do for you guys? You know, so this is the kind of player he was, but he was a team player. He loved every member of the team. Jack is just an incredible player. This is an incredible toy by McFarlane. I highly suggest you guys go over. He's still available on eBay. You know, just be careful what you pay for him. You know, there's some people out there that have him still in his package. I normally keep my Star Wars toys in their package and stuff like that, and sometimes I'll buy 2 of them so I can take one out and keep one in this package. But Jack just deserved to be out of that box. That's all there is to it. All my Steeler players do. I'll never resell them, so I'll hang on to them forever. So I don't really care about that package at all on this. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to this channel. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to cover all of the retired players first, and then we'll get into the current players. This is the Jedi 270 from Jedi Reviews, and I thank you for watching.